heat or delete segment. All right.
Let's talk
So,
about
what? What? Why are you laughing?
what be so funny to you?
Why you tell us to listen to that weak ass song, man?
Hold on. Whoa. Why me and Cordae and Roddy Ricch? That was a weak song.
Oh, it was just alright to me. It wasn't nothing like
that. Was a weak song.
Hey, don't Cordae like that. It's Cordae now.
That's a fact. You don't need to
use
all the extra syllables and letters.
Come on, man. But Cordae was doing too much on that record. It was a waste of to me, it was a really waste of a I think it was a waste of a Roddy Ricch feature because it's like you're doing everything Roddy Ricch is doing, basically. Like you out here singing, like I didn't like that personally. And it didn't make sense. One is talking about what they got, and the other one's talking about how they struggled to get it. And I'm like, it just doesn't make sense, bro. It's not it.
Brandon, what do you even listen to?
Exactly. You reaching. I can understand the hook. The hook was kind of. I feel like the hook could have been a little bit better, but overall, I think the song was okay.
I didn't like it.
You know what I think it is?
So you
Brandon,
think
what do you like? What music do you like?
Brandon is an avid to Pimp a Butterfly listener, so I think he's in a drought from that type of content.
But if I'm studying to something, I need music to concentrate. But that's it.
Yeah, that brother.
So you don't listen to music? Like you just don't listen to it?
I do listen to music. I've been listening to hella Lil Uzi as of late.
Lil Uzi.
Which one? Hey, don't do that, Aaron. Don't do that. Uzi is excellent.
Uzi's starting to grow on me, man. He's starting to be my favorite rapper. I'm not gonna cap.
Listen, man. If you see a playlist on you know it's Gunna or Uzi in it or Future. There's no one of them three is in there.
No Young Boy.
I like some Young Boy songs.
No Young Boy.
I'll probably listen to a few off his album whenever that drops.
About Young Boy.
So is it a heat or delete? Is this song a heat or delete?
It's a delete, man.
Delete, man.
I don't care, but I guess I don't know.
Hey, I feel like it's a heat, Brian. Just say it's a heat, man.
I don't really care for the song, so I mean, I guess you could delete it. It wouldn't affect me.
I'm gonna say it's a heat. I'm gonna
Talk
say it's
about
a
the
heat.
Bryson Tiller, please.
Of course, you say it's.
I'm ready to play. I'm ready to play.
Well, I like that sample, bro. That sample.
Hold up. Let's
talk
about good music. Let's talk about some good music.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about Nas. Let's talk about Nas album. You kidding me? Let's talk about some
good. Nas album was good.
You realize this is the mess out of Bryson Tiller. You gonna let that go, Nate?
Let's talk about
Bryson Tiller. Sorry, okay. That y'all are still trying to live off that trap. So, son, the music making ability is not there anymore. He got his little good album and he dipped. Let's keep it a beam. And he can't even really sing all like that, though. What are y'all listening to?
All right. Oh, there.
Y'all camping out in this man comments begging him to drop mediocre music. Please stop. It's over. 2015. I know y'all missed the old day. 2015 is long gone. Just let it go, please.
Nate, you can't let him violate you, but come
from.
But
all right. Well, please. I will admit the beat and the sample kind of carried him on that song. But you can't say his singing mediocre.
Tell him Montana 300 never went far.
I don't listen to Montana. No, he definitely ain't get as far as he should have been. He's starting to act a little corny anyway, so whatever.
Hey, Nate.
Acting like the industry against him, dude, no.
Something, man.
Bruh.
Oh, you better go like you better go like that.
Okay, so
you going like that?
Apparently, you didn't listen to the song that I sent you, Don't Get You High. That was a great song, and I can tell that you didn't listen to it. Also, the album, True to Self, had a lot of good songs on it that you slept over. I was listening to that joint in high school, senior year.
Okay.
How you listen to a senior year when this album came out 2017?
Oh my God!
Getting exposed.
So not senior year, but I was listening to it. I remember listening to that album on that computer. I'm not tripping.
Oh my God! What if he just listened to it a year later?
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
I don't know why he would want to do that, but there's plenty of other music out at the time. But okay,
we deleting Bryson Tiller is what we're saying.
He needs to delete all those files of that unreleased music. He may have 100 songs. I bet only 2 of them Jones will probably hit.
Yeah, you disrespect Nate, come
It's
on, man.
a lot. See, it's a lot of work to scroll down through your catalog, go out of your way to press the 3 dots next to an album and delete that whole album. So
No,
I would definitely
just mass select and then delete. There we go.
Yeah, no. See, it's still a lot of work to select because then I'm scrolling through my Kanye albums, I'm scrolling through my Drake albums, scrolling through my Uzi albums. You think I'm gonna do all that just to go through my catalog and delete Bryson Tiller? It is never that serious.
I'm not saying you can keep like his old good music, that one album, but I mean any new stuff, don't play that Bryson Tiller in the club. We're not trying to hear that.
Shots, man. Shots.
Can we acknowledge how good Nas is still to this day? Can we just acknowledge that right now?
I'm not going to speak on Nas. I haven't heard the album. So
I haven't heard the album neither.
I just want to say this. I listened to his album. I'm going off the first listen, but so far his album is really good. I thought the features on the album was really good. I thought the beat selection was really good. He just has like remnants of that old Nas sound. It doesn't like with Kanye, I didn't get that sort of remnants of that old Nas type of sound to me. This album has remnants of that old Nas, but also he also has like new school sound to it in a way. So I thought it was pretty dope, bro. Like you guys should definitely listen to the album.
It was pretty good. I think it was pretty good.
Are you okay? I mean, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I'm just saying. To me,
he did a really good thing. I think it really complimented his style. Now, I mean, of course, I don't think it's gonna be his, but I think to say that's not good. I mean, to say that's not reminiscent of his old self to me is really like I don't think so. I think it's reminiscent of him in the early 2000s, him in his prime doing that. But I mean, whatever do you mean when you say reminiscent?
I'm talking about in his prime.
You mean like
I'm talking about prime? No, I'm talking about like 90s, like mid 90s, early 90s Nas. That's like his prime.
You mean
right
how do you know about Nas's prime? You were not born during that time, big dog.
First of all, big dog.
Music is forever.
First of all, we can all listen. We can all listen to past music and understand. Okay, this is their prime. Like Michael Jackson, for example. We all know Michael Jackson. His prime was
Michael Jackson.
Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, and then I forgot the 4th album. That was like his prime years. After that, he kind of fell off a little bit. I'm gonna say a little bit.
Whoa.
Those 4 albums was his prime.
I think Michael Jackson is one of the few artists who you can say he never fell off.
He never fell off. When have I ever made a bad song? Time out.
I didn't say his songs were bad. I'm just saying in terms of his greatness as an artist, it kind of went down a little bit.
Never that.
In terms of his overall, in terms of his music, the greatness of his music, after those 4 absolutely phenomenal all-time albums, after that, I mean, his music kind of went down a little bit, just a little bit, because they weren't. You cannot lie to me that after those 4 albums, the other albums that came out afterwards weren't better than those 4.
Give me an example of a song.
Let me search up the album.
Bro, he has so many songs. I can't just put it out in my head. I would say Off the Wall, obviously Thriller, Bad, Billie Jean.
Billie Jean was not. What are you talking about?
He just said name a song. He just said name a song. I'm just naming you.
Name a song after those 4 albums that made you say his quality stooped a little bit.
His new album was fire.
But I'm saying that new album is not better than the albums back then that I just named. They're not as good.
I'm not saying it's better, but it's a good album. I don't think I don't think it's a step under. I'm not. I don't think it's a step under.
I think it's a step under it. I think it's a step under it. Absolutely, it's a step under it. It's not as good as those four. Those four albums right there. Those was his prime. That was his prime right there. I'm not saying Michael Jackson still wasn't a great artist. I'm saying those were his prime years.
Okay,
it's like LeBron. It's like LeBron, for example. LeBron. It's like LeBron. I'll give you an example. It's like LeBron. LeBron is still great. He's still arguably the best player in the world. But we can all admit his prime years were Miami, and maybe a little bit of Cleveland, a little bit parts of Cleveland. We can all admit those were his prime years. Same could be said.
I don't know, man. That 2016 series, he was playing the best basketball.
I said parts of Cleveland. I said Cleveland. I said parts of Cleveland after Miami. Those were his prime years. Now, early part of Cleveland, and now with the Lakers, he was still really great, still all-time great, but he's just not as good as his prime years. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to Michael Jackson.
I mean, do you count the albums for when he released after he died? Are we counting those albums?
I mean, we could count them, but I'm saying they're just not as good as those four albums that I named. It doesn't mean they weren't good. They're just not as good as those other albums that I named. Those were his prime years, like his absolute best. Those were his absolute best work, is what I'm saying.
But he only has 5 albums, and all 5 of them are hits. No misses.
I could have sworn he has more albums than that. He has more albums than that. You bugging.
He has
more albums. I know I wasn't tripping.
He has more albums than that, bro.
Tell me the album. Tell me.
I will show you. I'm going to albums right now. I could have sworn he has more albums than just 5.
I got the albums pulled up now. It seems like he has 5 individual albums and
he has albums when he was like a little kid.
I don't count them.
He has Off the Wall. See, that's your opinion. That's your.
How are you moving the goalpost to save your argument?
Who, me?
Yes, you, Brandon.
Skip Bayless.
That's a fact.
Skip Bayless.
I don't count that one.
Hold up. Okay, so he has Off the Wall. He has Thriller. You said what? He has Off the Wall. He has Thriller. He has Bad, Dangerous, Blood on the Dance Floor, Invincible, and then I think after he died, I believe it's called Michael, and then it's called Escape. I think those were his albums.
What I see
How
is
many
Escape.
albums is that?
Well, what I see is Off the Wall, Thriller, Dangerous, Invincible. That's all I see. That's the older 4 albums.
Blood on the Dance Floor?
I don't see it here.
Oh, yeah.
That's not showing on my screen. I don't think that exists, sir.
Yes.
That's basically what you're sounding like right now.
Bro,
man.
It's on Apple. It's on Apple
What
Music.
songs are on that album? I would like to know what songs are on that album.
How we go from Nas to Michael Jackson?
Oh, because you could. I don't know how.
Hey, that's the lunch table for you, man.
I would like to know, man.
It's called Blood on the Dance Floor: History in the Mix. It came out 1997. Michael Jackson. Bro,
I'm really.
Blood on. You want to know? You want to know the songs? One is "Blood on the Dance Floor," "Superfly Sister," "Ghost." Is it scary?
That song goes crazy.
Okay, keep going. I would like to know the fact list.
Morphine. Scream Louder, Money, Too Bad, Stranger in Moscow, This Time Around, Earth Song, You Are Not Alone.
Wait, now let's go back to Earth Song for a minute.
Earth Song. Oh yeah, that's my shit right there. Yo, that's my shit right there. That's my shit right there.
Oh man.
That's my shit right there.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's my song right there. I like that song.
So was Bangers on that album?
But I'm saying, okay, there's bangers on the album. I'm saying after those 4 albums, what was it? Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, and Dangerous. The other albums that came afterwards weren't as good as those 4 albums that I named. Those were his prime years, is what I'm saying.
Invincible is definitely his prime years, man. Don't disrespect Invincible like that, son.
What?
It's got butterflies on it. Come on now. I love Invincible, though.
Bro.
Next on the Heat or Delete.
That is not Heat or Delete, but that's a Heat, though.
Nah. That was pretty much it. But I was just saying that I'm not saying that he didn't have other great music. I'm just telling you that after those four albums were his prime. That was his prime. After those four albums, he's still making quality, he's still making great music. It just wasn't as good as those four albums that I just named. See, now, Brandon, I don't understand why you can't comprehend that. Because that's just straight facts. That is facts. Those four albums don't measure, like the other albums that came afterwards don't measure up to those other four albums that I just mentioned. They just don't.
Invincible
those are his prime years. No, it does not. Stop it. Invincible does not measure up to Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, or Dangerous. It doesn't. I'm sorry.
It's got some of my favorite songs on it from him. It's
whatever. Yeah. Okay, so next segment was